Hello, hello, hello to all of my gods and goddesses, Aquarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Happy Monday to you, and you guys and goddesses out there, Aquarius. Yes, let's get right into your reading. We have a lot of things to talk about. We are not going to be talking about a number today. Check Sunday's readings for numbers. Yes. I think the last number I did was 53, I want to say. If not, go check it out. Go check it out. It was either 53 or 51, one of the numbers. But yes, let's get into your reading. We are headed towards a full moon, and that's a lot of changes for a lot of people. And so I want to make sure as a fixed sign, you are ready for this new coming into your life, right? Yes, we want to make sure you are ready for this newness coming into your life, because it's still a waxing gibbous moon, right? Moving towards this full moon. And so the full moon for so many people means so many changes. And some people are just trying to get their mind right, like really trying to get their mind right, with this waxing gibbous moon. But when we think about the waxing gibbous moon really challenges everybody, right? Not only you, Aquarius, but everybody around you, right? Because the waxing gibbous moon phase really signals redirection, adjustment, flexibility. So how flexible are you as a fixed sign, right? How are you ready for a redirection? Are you ready for an adjustment in your life? The answer should be yes. At this stage in your life, the answer should be yes. So that's what we're dealing with right now, all of us. So no matter where Aquarius is in your chart, go into that room, go into that house, and I want you to pay attention to this video. Let's get into your reading. Plus, we have 4 planets that's retrograde right now. We have Pluto still retrograde, Saturn, which is one of your ruling planets. We have Jupiter and also Neptune that's retrograde right now. So let's get into it. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful gods and goddesses. That would be you, and you, Aquarius. Yes, in every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. What information do we have from our open-minded humanitarians who are also very creative, free-spirited, intellectual, progressive, original, independent, unique, friendly, powerful gods and goddesses, the water bearers, whose ruling planets are Saturn and Uranus? Yes. One of your ruling planets, the planet of ambition, it's on and popping, Aquarius. I'm telling you, it is on and popping for you. Right now, you should be only focused on your money. That's it. Okay, I'm just going to keep it 100. That's what you should be focused on right now. Not a romantic relationship and all that other stuff, because all of that's coming. That's coming in the perfect time. But this is where you want to stay focused, and I'm going to tell you why shortly. Also, we're going to be talking a little bit about auras, right? Yes, you heard it right, auras. I'm going to give you the definition of an aura, or what aura means, and then what you should be doing preparing to coming towards this full moon energy, this full moon phase, what you should be doing, right? I love when planets go retrograde. When I hear people say, and it is really, like I said before, during these moon phases, when you have to be flexible, when you are getting ready to redirect and all of that other stuff and adjust. That is very uncomfortable for some people. It really is. It's very uncomfortable for some people. They're just like, I just feel like I just can't readjust, right? I just can't. I see a lot of you all getting your power back. Yes, I see a lot of you all getting your power back. Really, and this is wonderful. Okay, we have the 3 of Pentacles, right? I see a lot of where it comes to your money, perfect synergy when it comes to your money. Again, this is 3 of Pentacles, right? Yeah, everything is in total alignment when it comes to your money. I see right here we have the 10 of Cups. We're going to talk about this in just a second. I also see the 8 of Cups. Yeah, I see the 5 of Swords. Yes, I see the 5 of Swords. I'm also seeing the 8 of Swords, and I'm also seeing the 8 of Wands. So let's talk about it. So when I look at your cards, right off top, when I look at your cards, the messages that I'm getting from the universe is that, so a lot of you all have been struggling with, okay, is the right person ever going to come across my path? Am I ever going to be in a healthy, happy, whole relationship, right? The older and wiser you become, and I'm not talking about age, because age does not equate to wisdom. I'm going to say that one more again. Age does not equate to wisdom. But the wiser you become, you're starting to realize there are some people that you just don't vibe with. You all are not on the same vibration, not on the same frequency. You get what I'm saying? So because you all are the smartest, IQ-wise, sign in the zodiac, you all are starting to get it. You're starting to understand that, hey, listen, whereas before I may have felt like as a divine masculine sign, I'm talking to all of Aquarius, doesn't matter if you identify as a man or woman, because I'm a divine masculine sign and I'm a giver by default, I used to think that a receiver, divine feminine, would be perfect for me. Some of you all were drawn to Capricorn, Taurus, Virgos, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, right? I used to think that those signs were perfect for me because it seemed like they were my better half, right? But then as you became wiser and stronger in your spiritual walk, you started to understand, wait a minute, hold on, full stop. I can tap directly into my own divine feminine side of myself, and I can nurture myself, divine feminine. I can give divine masculine myself the nurturing divine feminine that I was looking for outside of myself. I actually have it within. Yes. So I started to realize when I came in contact with a sign, and in this case, it would be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, that was out of balance, they saw in me the perfect mate. I want you to follow this. They saw in me the perfect mate, but because I am now balanced out and I'm fully in touch with my divine feminine sign, that's the water in me and also the earth in my chart, I can see that they are out of balance, and I can see now why they would be so attracted to me, right? Because I am completely balanced. I have everything that they feel, they believe that they need, but they have it in them, but they're looking at me as being their better half. You see what I'm saying, right? So you have actually seen, when you met, in this case right here, somebody who has Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in their chart, a person who is emotional, and it could be emotional in a good way, you can actually see into the future of that relationship to see, guess what, that person is out of balance, right? That person would be such an emotional pull on me that I already know through my own wisdom and my own spiritual journey and my spiritual walk that we would just not make a good match. It would actually become codependent, and they would actually end up hating me or calling me a jerk or a butthole, right? Because they would think that I was being emotionally detached, when what it is that I already know how to give myself everything that they feel like they can give me, but I already have it, right? So I'm looking for somebody who is just as emotionally balanced out as I am, right? Because they know how to give themselves. So they're not depending on me for happiness. They're not depending on me for joy. They're not depending on me for emotional support, right? You can offer all of those things, but you don't want to be someone else's God, right? Remember, you are a God, but you're not somebody else's God, Aquarius, and they are not your God, right? You don't want to be in a codependent relationship, right? Right? You want them to already be happy because you're already happy, right? So you decided, you already know that if I stay in a relationship with a person who is emotionally out of balance, what's going to happen? I'm going to feel restricted. I'm going to feel smothered. I'm going to feel like my air is restricted. And as an air sign, anybody that threatens to suffocate you, you will cut them off with the quickness. That's what this sword energy is about. This is the 8 of swords, and this is the 5 of swords. Again, it'll make you look like the bad guy, because it'll make you look like, Aquarius, you know what, you're being emotionally insensitive. Because they are pulling, there's such a drain coming from them. They're like emotional vampires. And you already know how to supply your own emotional needs. So technically, okay, and I'm not trying to sound cold here, this is the truth. Technically, you really don't need them. Again, you don't need, when I say you don't need them, you don't need them to feel happy. You don't need them to feel at peace. You don't need them to feel at joy. But at the same time, you will cut them off quickly when they're trying to steal your peace and when they're trying to steal your joy, right? And trying to steal your happiness. Exactly. You already see that it would be a hostile relationship, because you already see ahead of time it would be a hostile relationship, because guess what? There's such an emotional drain and such an emotional pull, right? And so because you have already decided, I'm going to walk away from this situation before it even starts. right? I'm not even going to manifest a relationship with them. See, this is part of the readjustment phase because we're in a waxing gibbous moon, Aquarius. We're in a waxing gibbous moon. And I'm going to tell you one thing. So the heart chakra resonates mostly with air signs, right? And so when we talk about aura, when we talk about the word aura, so each one of us has a biomagnetic field around us that has an energetic outgrowth of our chakras, right? I talk about chakras a lot on my channel because I want to help people get theirs aligned, and it's so important. And alignment is important. Synergy is important, right? Alignment is really, really important. So when we move through these different moon phases, like I said, Pluto is retrograde right now. Pluto is the planet of death, rebirth. We have Jupiter. So by the way, Pluto is encouraging everybody to declutter, right? It's retrograde until October 6th, I believe. And then we have Neptune, and we have Jupiter that's retrograde, and we have your ruling planet Saturn that's retrograde. So in short, all four of these planets are encouraging you to declutter, follow your dreams. You have good fortune in your favor, already spinning in your favor, and also go after your ambitions, right? So you gotta stay focused, Aquarius, like really, really focused. This is not the time as a fixed sign for you all to be fixated on things that you've been fixated on in the past. You're wiser now, right? If there are people in your phone that you know don't add to your highest good, block their number. You don't need to send out any notices. Yes, they're gonna say that you ghosted them. Yes, they're gonna say that you got problems and you need to go see a therapist. That's their way of healing. That's their way of trying to wrap their mind around the fact that it's them that needs help, not you. You've already gone through those phases. You've already gone through all your cycles. You're wiser now. You know better, right? You're not ghosting. Ghosting would imply that you're going to call them back or you're going to reconnect with them at some point, and you're not, right? So why keep them around? They're taking up space, right? So when we talk about aura is like an energetic calling card because it's the first thing that people sense when they meet you, right? So it's the reason for saying, like, he or she has this aura about them, like they're glowing. That's the aura, right? And so we have 7 layers of our aura. So our aura is comprised of 7 layers called subtle bodies that are directly connected to each of our chakras, right? And so the first 3 are the closest to the body. That's the etheric, emotional, and mental subtle bodies represents lower chakras in the physical realm, right? So when we talk about those, we're talking about, you know, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, right? So when we talk about the root chakra, that's connected to Earth, right? That's Capricorn, that's Taurus, that's Virgo. When we're talking about the second layer, which is the sacral chakra, we're talking about Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right? That's the passion. That's why when you come in contact, Aquarius, with a person who is emotionally out of balance, they just seem like it's such an emotional drain and pull on you. But at the same time, if you are out of balance, Aquarius, it'll feel like, oh wow, you know, that person really needs me. They're always crying, they're always emotional. But that same emotion can turn into hatred. That same emotion can turn into making you feel smothered. It can turn into a very hostile and sometimes even volatile relationship, Aquarius. So again, while they may seem so passionate up front, there's something out of balance because they can channel that passion towards their dreams and they can balance that thing out. They can give themselves that passion, like, you know, that's why I always say we are not someone else's gods and they are not ours. You're not trying to control somebody. You're not trying to manipulate them. You're literally living your best balanced out life. You know how to balance out your divine masculine by default to your divine feminine, right? You know how to tap into that. And so when we talk about these auras, you know, then the middle auric layer is connected to your heart, which is you, right? Which is you. The heart chakra is connected directly to to air signs. Let me be clear, to air signs. That's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, right? And so it serves as the gateway to the upper chakras and divine energies. So this is why as a fixed sign, when I always talk about Aquarius being the smartest sign in the Zodiac, there is absolutely nothing like a balanced out Aquarius because, and I'm talking about a high vibrating, balanced out Aquarius, because you know that you don't necessarily need certain people, you don't need other people in your life for you to be happy, but you actually welcome other people into your life because it's something that you're saying, you know what, I only want to be around other balanced out people, other people who don't need me to fill their, you know, to constantly keep filling their cup until I'm just empty and I just feel like I'm just out of air, I'm just drained, right? You get it, right? And so then you have the three most outer part auric layers, the etheric template, the celestial, the etheric subtle bodies that represents the upper chakras and related to the spiritual realm, right? And so that is like your that's your throat chakra, that's your brow chakra, that's your crown chakra, right? And so but right there in the middle, the heart chakra, that's connected to, you know, the upper layers, the divine layers. And so it represents our feelings of peace, our feelings of love, and our feelings of connection to others, right? And so it'll also really reveal if there's grief or a hardened heart, right? And so Aquarius, you are at a point now, like I said, you're a lot wiser now. You're not just letting anybody pull on your heartstrings, you know, to a point where it's draining, right? And this is, you're still very friendly, still very compassionate. And this is why I always talk about Aquarius. Please go volunteer, because people, when you're volunteering with organizations, they're really going to show you, the people on the receiving end. We're not talking about the organizers and the CEOs and the COOs and all of that, which I'm sure are compassionate as well, but the people on the receiving end are going to show you, wow, we really, really appreciate you, Aquarius. We really appreciate your effort. We're talking about at a higher frequency now. You're moving into a whole new phase of your life, Aquarius. So you're going to have to go towards what makes your heart smile. Yes, legacy wealth. Boom, I'm looking at it right here. So this is also Aquarius getting to the heart of the matter. You getting to the heart of the matter, of the things that may have broken your heart in the past, right? Some of the things that may have broken your heart in the past is maybe, and let me just add this one little caveat here. When you assume that you were born into the wrong family, that's the wrong assumption. Everything that happened to you in your life was preparing you for this next phase, this next chapter in your life. I don't know who that's for, but again, you were not born into the wrong family. Even if the people in your family seemed like they were emotionless, you could have been raised by narcissistic parents, or whatever the case may be. You are perfect for the assignment that you have as an Aquarius in this realm, okay? So now it's time to get to the heart of the matter, right? What was I created for? What was I created to do? I'm a very powerful, the most intelligent being on the planet. What was I created for? Yes. Yes, yes, you are created to help move mankind along. I always talk about Aquarius being like 50 light years ahead of everybody else. This is the truth. When an Aquarius is completely balanced out, you realize, hey, my assignment here is to help improve others' lives by showing them what they look like at their highest frequency, speaking life into other people. Remember, I said many videos back, Aquarians are not hoarders. There's not an Aquarius. I've never met an Aquarius who is just trying to withhold information, thinking that, okay, if I hoard this information over here, this person is going to get ahead of me. No, Aquarius is already by default ahead. We're in the age of Aquarius. Every Aquarius out here is already winning, right? So here we have the Ace of Swords. This is where your breakthrough comes in recognizing your power as an Aquarius. Your thoughts become whole lot more organized. We have the Hierophant, which is Taurus, right? So some of you all may have Taurus in your chart, or you may have been in contact with the Taurus to some degree. I'm also seeing legacy wealth for you. A lot of you all are creating legacy wealth right now, so you have to stay focused. I'm talking about laser focus, racing towards your goals and your dreams, right? So this is where, again, you know how to balance out your own emotions, so you're not looking for a person who is draining on your emotions. You're not interested in a codependent relationship, Aquarius. Not at all. No way, no how are you interested in an emotional relationship, right? And I'm not saying be emotionless, but you know how to keep your emotions intact. So when you come in contact with people like, oh my God, you would just be perfect for me. Don't get caught up in third dimension, Aquarius, at all, thinking, okay, maybe I will be, maybe I'll give this a chance again. The person for you, Aquarius, is completely balanced out. They're at their highest frequency. We're not talking about a perfect person, but they are perfect for you. You've already done the work. Why would you go backwards? There's nothing back there for you. So sit down somewhere and get to your highest frequency, your crown chakra, right? Your crown chakra, when we talk about the aura of the crown is the auric layer of the crown chakra. I'm talking about this is the layer that vibrates more quickly than the others, right? And so it imparts a deep knowing and a sense of unity with everything. Like I can already see light years ahead if I'm in a relationship with the person who is emotionally out of balance. I already see the drama. I already see the complaints that, okay, you're insensitive. I can already see them being insensitive toward it's a mess, right? When you're dealing with the person who is out of balance, a person who has not done the work, is not even interested in doing the work, Aquarius. So again, get to your crown chakra so you can know exactly ahead of time what's going on. The best thing that you could have done for yourself is to walk away from emotionally out of balance people. I'm telling you, it's the best thing you could have done for yourself. But right now, you want to take your power back and your emotional intellect back. That's what you want to do. Because again, an Aquarius that is out of balance, an Aquarius that's out of balance will have a hardened heart and really, really grieve over a very long period of time relationships ending. Like it's just, oh my God, I can't believe, and keep thinking about it over and over and over and over and over again. And listen, with the full moon coming, of course, it's revealing everything within all of us and around us, right? So it's okay if you think about it, well, maybe that relationship could have worked, but it's not okay when you feel like, okay, well, then it starts growing legs, right? Okay, maybe that relationship could have worked, and you already seen that it's not going to work. You saw it in the spirit realm because you already know. So this is where you allow it to happen, because again, we can't stop the moon. The moon never goes retrograde. It's going to continue having the same cycles every single month, right? So this is where, okay, yeah, I thought about that person, but let me now go focus on something else. Go put on my favorite song. Go keep myself busy doing something productive, not counterproductive, right? So yes, this is all about you focusing on your legacy wealth. Your person is coming, but they're coming at a higher frequency. If you're already married, I'm not talking to you. If you're married, I'm talking about if you're happily married, I am not talking to you. But yes, I am, that part about making money and legacy wealth, yes, I'm talking to you. That's for everybody. Flow like water. Ideas are flowing like water. Money is flowing like water. Everything that you want is flowing like water. Because look, this is you right here. Happy, just happy all the way around. In your organization, you're happy. Like I said, synergy in the workplace for you, and your own personal organization. For some of you all, you have businesses. I see your business doing very, very well. Everything is flowing like money. I mean, flowing like water. So I need you all to stay focused, Aquarius. As a fixed sign, I'm going to say it. If you go through your phone and you see that there's some people that just don't add value to your space, you got to go ahead and sever ties. And this is not ghosting, because you're not going back. It's not like, okay, I'm going to just put them on ice for 6 months and then I'll just do a temperature check. No, you're not going back. They don't serve a highest purpose. There's nothing back there for you. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Again, continue focusing on your legacy world, and congratulations to a lot of you where things are getting better for you in the workforce, in the money sector. I see you taking your power and your identity back. You're getting as far away from people who are emotionally out of balance as possible in every area of your life. And watch how quickly things start to change for you, Aquarius. I'm so excited for you, because you deserve it, gods and goddesses. So celebrate. That's what I have for you. Have a great one. Bye.